right?
It is an evening.
All right. Well, my name is Derek. This is Trace over here. And Trace, would it be an understatement to say that the game got a few changes last
A few
week?
changes. Some could say the most changes that there have ever been. So before we get into the match, let's just run through some of the changes.
All right. Yeah. One of the many changes of that, there are 5 new heroes.
5 new heroes. Biggest previously was 3 heroes dropped when Overwatch 2 came out. Now Overwatch 2 doesn't exist. It's just
True.
Overwatch.
And let's just start left to right, okay?
Here we have Domina, aka my wife.
World
My
is shaped
mommy?
by my hand.
And so it's very interesting. We have a beam, except the very ending of it is actually a hit scan projectile. I believe that part is not activated.
Is it a hit scan or projectile? It's an explosion.
True. It is not a beam because it does get eaten by Matrix, and I have found that out the hard way. But you can do a lot of damage. We have her E here that tosses out the, let's see, crystal charge.
I've spotted a foe.
I really enjoy using that. I've been playing a lot of Domina, actually. If we check my profile, I have 9 hours already this season, which is a little embarrassing to feel. Let's see. 9 hours.
Wait. Oh. This is hero level.
Oh,
Time played.
Time played. 9 hours already. Ooh. Yeah. A little some. The E's been really fun to use, especially with the fact that you can explode it mid-air. I wish they would give that to Ramatra by default. But it's nice. The headshots are very satisfying. Definitely satisfying to get that stun against the wall. And then the fact that using your abilities heals you, crazy. And then, you know, she has the shield, very unique shield in the game, as it's split up into these squares that each have now nerfed 200 health, down from 250, which was very strong. And then we have her ult, which puts these cages on people, and you can shoot the cage, try to break it. The more you break it, the less damage it does. And I believe maxed out, that's 300 damage.
Sounds
pretty good.
Over there.
And you can charge her ult insanely fast.
There we go.
Because I usually get it around 1800, 1900 damage, but that's also because I'm getting heals from my abilities. So, you know, you hit one good E, that's like 10% ult charge right there. Yeah. So that's the only tank added. Now we have Imre. You know, this has actually been somebody in the lore since day 1 of the game. Pretty crazy. Day 1 Overwatch member, talent agent. Some people call this Halo, and I would agree. We have a burst weapon, and you can aim down sights, and pretty unique thing, you actually don't lose any movement speed while aiming down your sights. I think it's pretty fun to use. This is my least played character. Actually, both the DPS, I have not gotten much playtime with them.
I mean, I've got a bit more experience in them as a DPS player myself.
Sure.
So, his shift pulls out a pistol, you shoot people, and then it heals you. It does 25 damage a shot. Not too much damage, but like you can really spam it a lot to heal up.
Especially if you get that major perk.
Dude, yeah, for its major perk, like it's on a heat system, but if you get the major perk, it refunds heat if you hit a shot. But sometimes it can't. Now his E is just a good old grenade. If it bounces, then it'll blow up.
That's some pretty good damage. What does it do if you're standing right on top of it?
It hurts you.
It does. It looks like it hurts.
Let's check. There we go. 33. Then his ultimate, he turns evil. Kind of go crazy. I kind of don't think it's super good, but
I've seen it's very powerful with Nano. Have you seen the trick you can do with your grenade and the ult?
Is it just grenade jumping?
Yes, but with comboing it with the ult, you go insanely high. So throw it, and then right as it blows up, you can go even higher than that. It's crazy. Yeah, Imre's fun. You can maybe use a buff. I know they buffed him on Thursday to give him slightly better range, but leaving a little bit to be desired. Speaking of a little bit to be desired,
The fire in my heart
after 2
will
rounds of
never
buff, Onron, the other new DPS, she's not the best. I will say most of my teammates are just bad at playing her in my comp games.
She's fun.
She looks very fun. She's just not very strong. When Genji and Vendetta exist, they're just better at her same job.
Little flank, supposed to be a flanker, but she's like not too good. Like her movement ability or shift. Like
I do like that it's not just directly a dash or a blink. How it's almost like a mini diva fly. I do kind of like that. It's
got verticality.
Yeah. With the verticality, you can still get the angular movement. You can change directions. It's pretty nice. The E is very interesting. You get some invincibility for enemies while also doing damage to the enemies.
Really fired up.
Now her ult is kind of fun. Well, ult's plural.
So we have this. She hits the Phoenix. You can land. I love the sound, the screech.
Dude, it's so good to hear.
Oh yeah.
And then like, you know, if you feed, hold on.
Oh yep. You know, as I like to do.
As I always do.
Yeah. And I know it does some explosion damage when you do it, but I will say with the cast time, I feel like it's unlikely to actually get the damage.
It won't really hit anyone. It's not much damage either.
It does, yeah, like what, 120 damage?
Something like that.
So, it's very interesting though. I like having the 2 ults and then just being able to self-res can be very clutch in some situations. Now, I think we need to save the cat for last. This is a very special character.
I see.
So Mizuki, this has been
Whoa, the crosshair.
Oh yeah, I was getting a little wacky with my crosshair. If you notice, it actually is the same angle as.
Yeah.
It's a 13-degree angle.
You calculated that?
No, I saw it on TikTok.
Okay.
So Mizuki is very interesting. He only has one direct healing ability, which is his hat throw. If you want to show that off, you get 2 uses of it. You can throw the hat, and it'll bounce off teammates, healing for a moderate amount. But his main thing is his aura. He's just so cool.
He's got aura.
He's got aura.
Where is it?
Pretty small range, honestly. We can see the yellow circle in front of us.
What is that?
10
meters?
here.
10 meters?
So, yeah, looks like it. And the more you damage, the better your healing aura gets. The range will always stay the same, but the amount you're healing will go up. And you have what could almost be described as like a Phoenix ult as an ability or a Tracer recall, where you can dash forward with some speed, and if you want to, you can return to your location, or you can just stay there. So I've seen some very aggressive Mizukis, you know, jump off high ground, get a kill, and then just dash up. But you only have 5 seconds to do it. Oh yeah, and it's a fake out. And then one killer ability, that chain, can be very, very good. Some people, I think, are maybe getting overly mad about it. I've seen some comments saying like we haven't seen crowd control this hard. Sleep dart exists, which is arguably worse because you can't shoot.
Yeah, this one you can still shoot. You can still kind of move.
Yeah, there's
but just like grounds.
Yeah. So I don't understand the hate. It's definitely another hard stun, but it's fun. And, his ult, very interesting. Found out the hard way that it acts as a matrix when it ate my grab in a comp game.
Kind of see here. Well, maybe not anymore. But the bullets just don't go through.
Yeah, bullets don't go through, and now with the buff, it does a 100 healing on cast on. And now at the moment of truth, honestly, the best character.
Good grief. Oh yeah.
The cat. You know the cat's name?
Pika.
Pika, indeed.
Which is Swedish for
meatball. I don't know. That was my guess. Maybe it is.
What's your emote button?
Oh, I love the emote. The chasing the laser. I got this skin because it looks like my cat. To be fair, the default also looks like my cat.
I'll go change skins real quick. I messed up.
You don't have to. It's just always there.
No, if you're on the hero, it's fine.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So now, orange cat.
And both of my cats. Adorable.
Now, for the abilities.
Yep. So we have the infinite flight, and you can dash around. I actually changed the keybinds, if you noticed.
Yeah, what's it? The boost shift. It's default on right click
and
for some reason.
That just feels weird. I feel like almost all movement abilities like that are on shift in this game.
Yeah, Diva boosters, like shoulder sprint, like a bunch of things.
Yeah. So while I haven't played her too much, that was an instant change in which is pretty rare for me. I don't normally change keybinds from the default. I do have Jericho's different, but I feel like that's actually a pretty standard change. But yeah, decent damage, very good heal output. We have the her ability that will boost heal to your allies or damage your teammates. And I think we need to see the ult in action.
Hold on. Yeah, let me switch this real quick. Okay, get me up here. Alright.
So, you can hone in on somebody, and you can pounce them, and catnap them, and you can just drag somebody for 5 seconds And you know, if there's a ledge, they're going off. And there are a few things you can do to stop it, but man, if you're not ready for it, that cat gets you, you're gone. I've made one good play in a game. I was playing Sigma, as I normally do, and I managed to, just in the nick of time, throw my rock at the cat and saved myself. It was very exciting.
I think you're gonna say you ulted yourself out.
Actually, our tank player Jupiter, he was telling me how he got catnapped in a game, and he was out of cooldowns on Orisa and decided to ult to get out of it. And I think that's funny. I'd be very upset if I was that cat player.
Oh yeah, and last ability we just touch on. You can't really show it off here in the range, but so the ults you kidnap enemies, but you can hear on default shift. You can like go around. You have this little kitty thing under you. A teammate is under you. They have to accept, and then you can like kidnap them around.
It can be. I think not from UTA, but from Miami University tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some cat gameplay. The tether you were talking about, being able to lift your teammates and move that fast can have crazy plays that can happen with it. Just sending a Reinhardt or a Malga into the enemy backline before they can react, it can be very deadly. Or you know, I've seen some crazy combos. A flying high noon can be very hard to hide. Flying Orisa ult. Diva nuke, I guess.
For either team.
Or picking up Bob. I don't know if you've seen that. You can pick up Bob.
Wait, Bob can. Wait, what?
Yep. You don't. Bob doesn't have to accept. You can just walk over and it'll
just automatically
attach, and you just.
Bob doesn't have consent. Interesting.
You just lift Bob. But yeah. What are your thoughts on these 5 characters?
Dude, Dom is the most fun. Even though I'm a DPS player, when I love Dom,
he's
so
very fun. My win rate hasn't been the best on her. I blame my teammates. They've been rough. It's a 43% right now, which is up from what it was.
We so up. Where is she?
43. It's getting there. Games played 51-21. We're getting there. We're getting there.
I'll say Emery is fun for his skin though, but like it's just better options. Yeah, a lot of the time I just feel like I could be playing Sojourn instead, and then I do.
Yep. I do appreciate them adding a more simple character. It's
been a while.
It's been a while. Like Lifeweaver is pretty simple, but otherwise maybe Alari too.
Take it easy, all right.
But everybody's been very complicated. Domina is not insanely complicated. Like my crosshair, I turn on a range indicator so I can know if they're in my range.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Neither did I. Yep. And you'll go away, and it does react if you get the perk that makes her gun longer. It does react to that too. And that's honestly been very helpful. I normally feel like an issue with my aim is that I'm not aware of my crosshair and I look at them instead of my crosshair, and this is making me use it more, and I feel like my aim's improving.
Oh my
but
god!
Like, look at that range. It's actually criminal.
30 meters. Over 30. Well, maybe 30. Oh my god!
This is brilliant.
My favorite is like throwing an E towards a wall, stunning them into it as the E explodes. Satisfying, so satisfying. But yep, she's been very fun to play. I know our tank player has been playing a little bit of Domina in competitive play, but wow, that is a combo. But I don't think we'll be seeing much Domina from UTA. I honestly don't think we'll be seeing any of the new characters from UTA tonight, which is fine because you know, over the past weekend there was the OWCS boot camp.
Yeah.
And most of the new characters were not getting play except.
And second, unless they were forced to be played.
That's fair. You know, bans.
They had little rules, so the map 1 had to be all 5 new heroes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and
that's crazy.
I think overtime, if it's like a map 6 or something, you have to include at least 1 new hero to something like that.
That's funny. And it wasn't Christmas Minds who won the boot camp? I forgot.
Yeah, maybe it's just let's see here. WCS. Here it's camp. Yeah, we know you can't see it, but it's okay.
Let's see. Was I correct?
Oh, Twisted Minds. Very easy reckoning second.
Wow, 4-1. I don't really follow competitive play much, which is pretty crazy as a hardcore Overwatch player.
Wait, it's a highlight. Bunny Astro wins the jetpack 1v1.
That's awesome.
Trace. Oh. Yeah.
Are we ready to go in?
We're the one.
Okay.
Okay.
Invite me, por favor.
I'll put it all on the line.
All right. It sounds like UTA is in lobby, getting ready.
We shall wait.
I
Wait.
agree. I agree.
You didn't buy any DVDs? Wait, how many white creds do you have? It's not showing. Oh, 4,000!
Oh yeah, the move is, especially now since there's gonna be so many loot boxes, you buy all the gold skins with white credits, so then the gold ones you do get are
The new one?
shop ones.
Oh!
The ones that are expensive with real money. Pooter Scooter. I think I've seen Pooter Scooter in comp games, which scares me a little bit. Yeah, let's rank Snoop. According to the rule book, they should all be open profile. Let's go look at the previous season. Okay.
GM.
Interesting that he is multiple ranks higher on his tank, but doesn't play tank. Oh, maybe he does. Okay.
Maybe he just does the tank play.
Maybe he was on a DPS grind lesson.
Hooter is private.
Wow. Rulebook time. Rulebook time.
Oh, overthinking. Also private.
Oh, Sire?
Ban Tracer from us.
Interesting start. Getting into it. All right, a GM5 Freya, almost Freya one trick.
Looks like more like just a, yeah, Sojourn hits, like a hits gameplay. I'm going too far back. Let's see, shocker. Just make spec your team if that's okay. Prefer not to, but
Why?
we'll see.
On a 3-minute delay. I know that they are allowed to.
It's the wrong one.
Interesting.
Support.
Okay.
This is their support for sure. GM.
Shocker.
Whoa. Wait.
Oh.
There we go.
If there is, it's show. Yeah.
3 min. Ah.
Yeah. Be sorry, Pooter Scooter. If you're watching this later, I'm just kidding. I love you. I think I've seen your comp before.
I thought you were gonna say unprivate yourself.
Yeah, unprivate yourself, buddy. I'm gonna rulebook you.
Hold on. Let's check our team though. Well, you have all them friended.
I do have all of them
Okay,
friended,
so-
which they could still be private while friended.
Oh.
Sometimes I do that if I drop a few ranks and I don't want people talking about it, I'll private profile.
And then they just go into the leaderboard anyways, the friends leaderboard.
Yeah, I always forget that that's a thing. Ban Domina. Good thing we ain't playing it.
Intriguing.
So, heading into Lijiang Tower first map, and with a Tracer Domina ban, I can almost guarantee UTA will be playing Zarya Vendetta, which, if you remember from 2 weeks ago, because we had that bye week, UTA was looking pretty good on.
Dude, reverse sweep.
Reverse sweep. That was a very, very exciting game. Hopefully, I want UTA to
Not have to be put in that position.
one, not have to be put in that position. I want them to remember how good it felt to win that game, and I want them to keep up that same winning attitude. It can be hard going down 2-0, but they just didn't give up, kept on grinding, and then just win after win right there. And I'd love to see that attitude continue on to tonight.
Oh, Buckle Centers are. Wait, what map is it? You don't have to assume Lijiang.
I think if you look at the screen, I think it's
Wait.
going Lijiang.
Lijiang's not in the pool. Whoops.
Boom, rulebook us now.
Now it's even. I'm gonna check.
That's not their logo. I just realized.
Yeah, we didn't download their logo before. Trying to see. I think I had.
I thought we'd do Premier Pool.
I thought so too. I'd expect.
I thought they updated the pool.
I thought I put the map rule changes somewhere. Oh, not in Discord. I messaged you.
Map pool change announcement starting Monday, February 16th. Map pool
Oh.
changes. Varsity Premier Plus and open divisions will happen. Map pool control Busan,
Did we just catch these guys?
Helios, Lijiang Tower, Hybrid Blizz.
Did we just,
Okay. These guys don't know anything.
Wait, did we just like catch these guys off guard for not looking at the rules?
That's awesome. Hopefully, hopefully they haven't practiced it. But I have to say, Lijiang is a pretty standard
Pretty
map,
basic
so I'm sure that they have had plenty of practice.
A very old map too at that. Hold on. So yeah, all the map pool changes, in case you can look at there. So for control, Nepal for Lijiang, which is what we have. What's it? Hybrid, King's Rose out in Eichenwald for what's this? Coliseum, what's that? Push? Yeah,
Yep.
for push. New Queen Street out. Rinasapi out in Coliseum, East Frontier. Then Flashpoint out. Cervasa in Atlas. Then Escort, Dorado, and Route 66 are out. Havana, Gibraltar in. So there's that. Not sure if it's gonna really affect our game plan, but
Yep. I would like to see UTA avoid Eichenwald for a few reasons. So I've been spectating the practices that UT have been doing this past week and a half, and we haven't necessarily looked that great on Eichenwald in those practices. And both times we were there, the enemy team was playing the cat, and especially second point, there's just such big high ground changes.
I hate that. They should.
And the cat can just you're just up there.
It kind of also needs a rework. Eichenwald also needs a rework. That second point is kind of egregious.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind an Eichenwald rework.
You know?
Like, I do think that Blizzard has had an issue of turning dive maps almost too easy for non-dive characters, but
It's just there's a
but
limit.
even with dive characters, second point on that map can be very hard. But we are now in game, 20 seconds. Very curious to see what characters the enemy team will roll out on.
Custom games of it. We might not be going in. Eh?
Got
Forgot
the
to
band
bend it. Oh, okay. You know, just don't
Post,
pick her. You know,
post.
could just not pick her. Tis.
I think we're just going in. Are we good just not playing it, or is fine? Cool. Tough,
Ready for battle.
as the kids say. And interesting. Okay, so from UTA we're seeing the Zarya Vendetta, like we said, and standard backline with that's gonna be the Curie, Lucio, and Sojourn. I'm sure that Pit Pat will switch on to. No chud. But from the University of Miami, we're seeing a Zarya Reaper, which that comp plays pretty similarly with, again, the Curie Lucio and the Symmetra. Are we going to see that Sim swap over to Sojourn?
Yeah, she's switching. Oh.
And yes, so we are seeing a almost mirror comp, the only difference being Buckle versus Alfonso on the Reaper or Vendetta.
He's already in there. Both got the raid.
Oh, and that is a very unlucky headshot. Not even a headshot, onto Buckle here.
Bunch of burst damage, and they're out.
I think we're gonna see Buckle keep the Vendetta, at least for a few fights. Hopefully that it keeps working. Now, Jupiter's gonna have to be very careful here. The Reaper bubble, the whole goal, it's interesting. They're very similar comps, but the goal is very different. With the Vendetta, your goal is to jump into the backline with that bubble and try to find a pick. With the Reaper bubble, it's just going to be focusing whoever's on that front line. Just like that. 2 times in a row, the enemy team is just going to bubble the Reaper and walk onto the front line.
You just gotta leave now if you get it. Out they go.
And it looks like the Kiriko from Spare is going to survive. Can Pit-Pat? No, he cannot. Oh, interesting jazz music. I didn't know he had a...
You won't believe it, but that's a jazzy skin.
That is a jazzy skin with some jazzy music. I think Buckle definitely needs to play this a little differently. He needs to adapt the playstyle from what they're used to with the Reaper. In big damage on the Reaper, forces the Wraith, forces some bubbles, but now UTA, both teams are going to be out of cooldowns. The enemy Zarya is low, but Buckle died again. With the pressure from the Reaper Zarya, they just need to be playing this differently, have a different mindset going into it. I'd love to see if Sapphire can make it out. Wall ride and...
Oh, no, wait, don't get trapped there.
No. She is fine?
Oh, no, dude, no, you get trapped here. Let's look at that ledge.
There we go. I was never worried. I was never worried. Here we see the walk up here. We do have a Kitsune already, and both Kitsunes come out from both teams. Spare goes in very aggressively with that Kitsune. But luckily, we find 2 picks. So does the enemy team. It is a 3v3 on point. The enemy Zarya is low. Can Jupiter find the pick before dying? Both Sojourn ults come out. Pit-Pat dips the enemy Sojourn.
Just can't find the others.
Can we walk on them? Ooh,
nice
with a great boop from Sapphire. Great bubble. Not going to be enough. Can Joseph find the enemy Zarya before he finds another pick? Great job. Pretty crazy fight. That was 2 ults for 2 ults. The same 2 ults, in fact. We're seeing all 3 of the other ults from both teams coming up, and it's interesting because, like we said earlier, the comps are the same, so we're going to be seeing very similar playstyles. Both teams have grab. Both teams are going to be waiting to use beat for those grabs.
But what would you do against a Reaper ult?
Reaper ult, you know, we have bubbles. We have...
Oh my
god. Oh, can we get the beat out in time? We cannot get the beat out in time for the matching grabs, and I think that might be round 1 for Miami.
Don't count it out. They're not dead. They're not dead yet.
Johnny's about to fall. Spare jumps off the map.
Oh no!
Can the jazzy music save? We get the touch from Jupiter from Ball. Buckle's on point. He almost has it all, but it's not gonna be enough. Reaper all comes out.
That's it.
Rough showing from first map. Definitely like to see a few changes. Like I said earlier, Buckle needs to be playing a little bit safer. If we check the scoreboard, 6 deaths from Buckle in 3.5 minutes is a hard thing to see. Meanwhile, the others have 2. And I know, you know, he is the one making plays. A lot of times the Vendetta will be the only one dying in fights that you win, but they're not winning the fights. He needs to change how he's playing play a little bit safer.
Yeah, either safer or like maybe, what's that? Get more coordinated with like the right clicks, maybe Sojourn right clicks, jump the same people, something like that. Like play a bit, let the Sojourn's right click kind of be like a go signal maybe.
I would like to see maybe Jupiter play a little further back. Right now, the Reaper's kind of having an easy time to either walk on Buckle or Jupiter because they're both kind of playing in the same spot. If we can have them more separated on each side of the point and then being able to collapse, the Reaper would have a much harder time picking out one of those targets.
So like a pinching approach.
Very aggressive. Both bubbles from UTA are already out with only one used from Miami. There's the second one. Buckle's just not getting a lot of... It's so hard to get close that you need to be on Vendetta when they're playing that aggressive Reaper. I'd like to see a heavy push onto this Sojourn who's alone. Can we find the pick? She's low, she gets bubbled. Ooh. A lot of cooldowns forced, but it's not going to be enough because Miami caps the point. Sadly, a missed right click from Pitpat. But some good poke going on. Reaper rates is forced. I would love to see. That is a huge go button for UTA. We're seeing Bubble go in. Suzu's forced. Starting to get a cap onto the point. Big overhead slash from Bubble. Big pick from Pitpat.
And then, the stall is insane.
Stall's very good. Jupiter finds a pick. Bubble finds a pick.
Oh! I didn't see
We don't need to talk about that. I think that was some lag there.
I didn't see it.
You know, sometimes the internet's not great here, so we don't need to see that.
That is true. That is true.
But I love how you could see the differences on that fight versus how all of first point went. They were playing a lot safer, going for that more poke, because you know while Vendetta is obviously not a poke character, those slashes can get some needed damage, where Reaper does not have the range of those slashes that Vendetta has. Very impressive Kitsune from both teams. I'd like to see Joseph get into cover, looking like his tank inspiration knee. Not playing in cover. Like, while you do have Kitsune and you're gonna get bubbles very fast, there's no reason to not play next to that statue.
It looked like they just they didn't anticipate the whole foxes coming out.
Yep, definitely not. And I think I hear a Reaper hiding above. Yep. Very aggressive position from the Reaper. I do like it. 81 to Reaper. Probably going to be seeing that come up. But both teams have the Sojourn ult coming up. I'd love to see Pitpat force the Reaper out. Nice and
good scouting.
Great scouting. Bubbles force. I'd love to go with this Sojourn ult right now. Soon. TP is forced out on the enemy Kiriko. UTA is walking up. They are ready to go in with Bubble. Both bubbles for Buckle. Sojourn all comes out from both teams. Reaper is TPing behind with Bubble. Another boop. Sylvie, Sapphire gets a boop in response, but
you gotta fall back at this point. Well, the party's really low, but she's not gonna overswing. Oh no.
And I feel like the first fight, UTA did a lot better job of walking in further when Buckle and Jupiter made their aggressive push. And there, while the Reaper did TP onto them, it kind of just seemed like they were trapped behind. Can we get the beat off in time? Yeah, no, we did not get the beat off.
That Blossom is a bit too fast.
It really is. There's gonna have to be a backup from UTA here. But with only 10%, Sapphire cannot be wasting time taxing. I think she needs to go around right side to hopefully get a touch here. Jupiter will be able to get it on ball. But again, Buckle dies.
Now I think the entire Miami squad pulling up.
The Avengers have assembled onto the point to stop UTA from capping this. Looks like Sapphire has fallen. That is 2 down for UTA in this last fight. Jupiter has to back up where he is low. With only 180 hit points on point, the beat comes out from Miami. Spare dies, and that is going to be round 1 for Miami.
Very unlucky and very fast too.
Very fast. Wow. Oh.
Bye-bye.
That is a rough showing, but it's not something that we can't recover from. And And as we did last time this game, I am playing 2 roles tonight. I am commentator and coach, which means I will be yelling at my team.
And I put on noise suppression so you can't hear that.
So, Derek, I will leave you with some words for the audience.
Alright. As usual, time for a good old mid-match recap sort of thing. So, that was a bit rough. There's nothing else to say there. But you know, about 2 weeks ago, we had a similar story happen. We lost the first map, lost the second one. We won the whole thing in the end. Hopefully, we won't have to put our backs against a wall again, but things are a bit looking tough. Buckles are getting a bit too overzealous with his dives and getting a bit too close to the enemies. That Reaper seemed to be a good read on what we would be able to pick, because like Reaper really thrives on getting close range engagements, and also he's really synergizing well with the Zarya's own bubbles as well, like how we want to do. Vendetta swings in and then gets bubbled and dips a bit. The Reaper is doing a similar thing, except with the whole TP and the Wraith, which is a bit less expensive because Wraith you'll leave with an invulnerability. You won't have to waste a Zarya's bubble like that. So maybe it is kind of like a composition difference like that. Because another thing is that like Buckles not being able to he hasn't gotten his ults yet, I don't believe, or at least he hasn't used it, which is definitely a bit tough. It's like he's getting too close to the enemies, to the Reaper and stuff, and then he dies. You have to call off the whole engagement, like because Buckles in so deep. Jupiter's also compelled to go in a bit deep in order to get the range in for the bubbles to support Buckle. But then once Buckle's out, Jupiter is still out there as well to get them cut off like that, a bit split off, because Pit-Pat, Sapphire, and Spare, the Sojourn, Kiri, Lucio whole backline there, they want to play further away and like poke at the enemies, but similar to how the entire enemy team is also doing. But again, it's about the frontline differences. Those aren't getting equal. I guess they're not playing on equal footing because the Reaper's always on the other step up. Now, the map has been changed. It's we're selecting Gibraltar, and as we mentioned in the pre-show, this one we alluded to it. There's a bit of a rework. We might have not talked about it, but there's a big rework. A bunch of high grounds just got stripped away, broken, burned down because of in the lore. Talon has attacked the place. So Gibraltar's a bit left in the dust. There's a bunch of fire, a bunch of things fallen over. Buckle here for UT has banned D.Va for this. Now we're going to be starting on defense. I am curious what the D.Va is for. I'm guessing it's because Gibraltar is historically a dive map. The changes, it is even after it changes, it's still going to be a dive map, but just not as hard. There are still some other options because high grounds are also, not only are there less like super high ones, but there's also more pathways to reach high ground. Especially on the second and third points, there's new ramps to climb up to meet those fellas. We still have to see how things will play out, because again, scrims and practice comp matches are not the same as officials. Like this one here, we are still waiting for Miami's hero ban. So we banned D.Va. They cannot ban a tank. Maybe it was a protect ban as well. I assume we're still going to be trying to play a Vendetta comp, something based around Vendetta, but there's no promises on that. Even though Vendetta does have a sort of an okay matchup, maybe a good matchup against the D.Va. But see, the ban was for a reason after all. And another thing to add is that Vendetta did get a slight nerf. So one of her perks, if you hit an overhead slash, it used to do 40% lifesteal. Now it's only 30%. It might have maybe affected how things played out for Buckle, because I saw that he selected that perk. But we'll never know. The overall grand scheme of things was still a bit rough. Now Miami, Ohio here has submitted their own ban. They're going to be taking out Kiriko, which is also pretty big for us, because Kiriko was pretty big on both sides. Oh, they're also wanting to start on defense. Interesting. Haven't seen anyone request a side just yet, but we'll see. They might have and we have agreed to it. What the? Hold on. Hopefully this guy knows how to do that. Okay, he does. So I assume we're going to be started soon again. We're going to Gibraltar. Trace, Diva, and Kiriko are both banned. The first map was a bit rough, but hopefully this one's the geometry bits will make things a bit easier for us. So we get our R's in. Trace will be coming in soon. And so will the match. Waiting for Trace. Okay, the opponents have also are readied up, and that's the sound. You hear that? We're going in soon.
Arriving at watch point, Jerome initiating
God.
match.
The co-commentator has returned.
Very loud. Where's that scoreboard thing?
Interesting discussions were had. It's hard because one, it's hard to pinpoint issues when the whole map as a whole,
It's just
the whole as a whole, went poorly. And also when we're going to this map, very very different map than the first. We are gonna not be playing the same comp, and neither will the enemy team. And one thing that does scare me here is Jupiter's best dive tank is Winston, and Winston is very bad into a good Freya, which I don't know if they're good, but they do have a Freya player, and we will be matching the Freya. I don't know why we're on Sim still.
They're going to swap probably. Ball? Whoa, whoa! It's here.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. UTA is attacking first. We're going to be TPing our supports across left side.
Yes.
Yes, that health pack change is a little wacky. I do really like, I have to give Blizzard props, changing the map for the story of the game. Very, very cool. But here we go. Into map 2. Can we find the TP? There we go. Aggressive jump from Jupiter.
Wait! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, that's a lag out. We should pause. Yep. That's unfortunate. I feel like out of niceness we should just restart the map. But is there niceness here? Maybe. We will see.
Well, it also depends on if the opponents ask for it too.
Yeah.
Because
I saw some drama happened in, I believe, a Face It match this a few days ago, where in map 5 there was multiple pauses called by one team because of some technical issues, and they thought that this team was pausing to get an unfair advantage, and they were disqualified from the tournament. And if they won that, they would have qualified for professional OWCS. And I think, if I recall correctly, the enemy team that got kicked out actually basically won that map 5 twice, is what I heard in a tweet or two. So that's very interesting. I've seen a lot of people mad. I think the people that were on the team is from the main tweets I saw. But very interesting. Would you guys be okay if we just restart the map? He full DC'd right when map started. No. Will we say yes? Probably. It's been 10 seconds. I would feel bad.
But now they know what our team comp is.
Well, if they change, then we rulebook them.
Yes, of course.
Buckle's so nice. We won't change anything with. Yeah, okay. I mean, they can't. Thank you, Buckle. Interesting start.
You know, at least we get a chance to fly by the map, I guess.
Trying to think of some other swaps. So it'll be very interesting. We are seeing basically another mirror comp. I think exactly a mirror comp, or were they on Kiri Lucio? No, because they had
on a break.
Diana died.
It was on a break. Both sides are on. I think it was the same thing. Both sides.
Jupiter and Buckle, as we saw 2 weeks ago, have a very good synergy, and with their Tracer Monkey, I hope we can see that same synergy from last match continue on to tonight. It was rough that first map, but Jupiter, he's a monkey player at heart, and these other tanks that we've been seeing him play, he kind of picked them up recently, but monkey has always kind of been his day one. and I'd like to see that that skill shine right now.
Also heard he has a good ball, supposedly.
We won't be saying that today. It's decent. It's decent.
Arriving at watch point, Jerome
One thing I'm a little
initiating launch.
questionable on is UTA's choice to ban D.Va, and I know that's
I
not
wasn't sure about
always
that.
our main thing to play, but when Monkey just isn't working on a map like this, that's kind of the only backup you can do, especially as not a
Besides Doomfist and Ball, like Joe says.
which we don't have enough experience with either of those to play him. So I'm very surprised by the D.Va ban. Hopefully it won't come to bite us in the butt.
Ready for battle.
But again, you know, that hole is interesting. I've only actually played this map one time since the update came out. That was my first game of the season.
Look at this angle though.
Yeah, that's a very interesting angle. I guess it definitely helps with people kind of camping server room. It's very hard to get in there sometimes if you're the attacking team. But with that, it's gonna be a lot harder to shoot in there. Another big change, obviously, is the
Good old bridge.
So you can jump from this close right side over, but I believe not the other way around if you're a normal character.
I'd assume not, yeah, because of this whole height difference.
Are there any other major changes on first point at least? Oh, we get some.
This got ripped off!
Not exactly a huge change. I mean, it saves like 1 second of rotation time. Are they going to be playing to nade that? They are, and
Unlucky.
I would have liked to see UTA take the knowledge that we were given of Ana playing right there to not do the same TP strategy.
I will say though, Joseph did put his bubble. He tried to preemptively block the nade.
He should have done it earlier.
He tried.
That is a rough beginning 30 seconds. Johnny Pippat taking an aggressive angle. Monkey taking an even more aggressive angle onto the enemy backline. And Freya does find a pick onto Spare. But Sapphire finds a pick onto the enemy Winston. If Jupiter can live here, this is a great opportunity for UTA. But again, just that Freya spam can be so hard to play into as a Winston.
Whoa. Get that in there.
That's very much in there.
They can see the hole in action.
Wow, yeah, and here we already see the map change in action. You see so much of what's going on in that right room that previously was kind of a mystery going on. Oh, and Jupiter takes the angle, granted to him by season 1, and he finds the pick on the nice, great right click usage from Jupiter there. If he can just get a little bit of heals, he can reset up.
He's a bit deep, but he should be fine.
Should be fine. The enemy team has to back up now that they're down one character. I'd like to see a collapse onto these supports in this room. A very interesting angle. Can we see what the enemy on a bridge are going?
Where are they?
They are playing under on bridge with the very aggressive nano. Buckle falls. So does Pip Hat. Colors are bugs. What is Overwatch is not for a bad spectator system. And Jupiter manages to find the Mega. Get the pulse. Tracer dies. Jupiter is begging for heals, praying to God that he'll save himself. Spare lives, and you know that's 2 ults out from Miami, with none out for UTA except the pulse that we just used. Don't know where that went.
Pipat's looking for a bola.
He is hunting, and I'd like to see right now enemy bola coming out. Nano onto Johnny, onto Pippat. Can we see this come to good use? Sadly, no. It saves his life, but it wasn't enough. He had already used his jump, so he wasn't able to.
Ooh, he blocked him.
Did not block the nade. Enemy Winston does get Freya ulted, but not without topping his own ult. Jupiter with an aggressive jump onto the enemy Freya. Can we find the pick? I'd like to see us force out the enemy supports. Ooh! Johnny manages to live. The primal rage coming out from Jupiter. Can he find a pick onto these 2 supports playing very clumped together? Hoping he does not get slept here. I like how safe Jupiter is playing this right now. Good follow-up from Buckle, but both rallies come out. I think it's going to be Jupiter manages to live, but he stays in with his jump instead of hiding out from the enemy ult that he really needed to. Oh, we're approaching last fight territory for UTA. Through the stagger, and Sapphire finds her way out. No.
She's on a new wave too. New respawn.
Yep. It's a very delayed spawn. 3 ults coming out for Miami University. And maybe if the fight goes long, you can see a nano and a pulse bomb coming from Sapphire and Buckle here.
That's only a maybe.
It's only maybe. Luckily, Pirad is taking a hefty amount of damage. Gets Sapphire to 91% to nano. I'd love to play this a little bit slower, but the enemy nano comes out. Can we find the pick onto the enemy brig? Yes, we can. Jupiter gets slept. All people are dying left and right. Supports on both teams are gone. Tank is gone for UTA.
Nice
Poke bomb from Buckle onto the enemy monkey.
I'd be calling it.
Can we find the pick? Buckle dies. Johnny Pipat finds the pick. It is only Pipat on point. Can Jupiter get there in time? Dodges the enemy Freya ult. Can we get one more touch in time? We can from Jupiter. Sadly, Pipat does fall. The sleep misses from Miami. That is going to be half for UTA. Great job. Wow. Cutting it very, very close. That enemy Freya ult was very scary.
Look at this
Good
dagger.
dagger from Shocker, or onto Shocker. Here's a big change. A ramp up to the high ground. This is caused some anger from the community, as you know, with what I was saying earlier.
This whole thing too.
Good.
Good.
This was
Very stupid.
very, very annoying to play into if you were oh,
Literally anyone.
Jupiter is taking all the damage.
You're just getting another nano.
Yep. Of course. You know, that's what we're playing for. 80% to Primal. I'd like to see some aggression here. Great aggression. 90% to Primal. I'd like to see a jump in here.
Reload first and action. Nice.
Gets slept, but it should be fine. He should be able to build this Primal.
Got it.
Will he use it? Yes, he will. Can we get this Primal kill? I was worried about it. It's not going to matter considering that now 3 of UTA have died. We do find the pick on to Miami's brig, but it's not going to be enough, and it is in fact going to result in probably a stagger for Jupiter. Jumps into the Mega Room, drops down, grabs the Mega Health Pack,
Is he
and
good? Oh,
longest possible stagger. That was a very rough one from Jupiter. We're going to be seeing a tactical reset here with a minute left on the clock for UTA.
You do have more than half of the distance, but this last part's like the hardest.
Exactly. Yep. Getting it under the ship is the easy part, but it's so easy to get collapsed on if you're trying to push it under there. Jupiter with a staging jump into the ship, maybe a little bit of an early bubble, not able to walk onto the Ana without fear of getting slept. But the Ana is getting very out of position. Can we find the pick on her? I really hope we can. Somehow we don't. Pulls onto the brig, but she does block it with a great use of rally. And that is going to be a death from Jupiter. UTA needs to back out here, or else we will not have time for another fight.
It's too late to do a death reset. You gotta back out.
We have to pull back out. Aggressive ult from Pitpat. Both Freya ults go out. Again, just staying in so long while we needed to wait for Jupiter to come back. It's not the look I wanted to see. Now we're going to be going into the very possible last fight of this round with in a 4v5 scenario. Big rally from Spare, but a pulse not blocked. Gonna be leading to a possible free kill onto Sapphire.
Point is all that matters.
Buffalo is fighting for his life on point. Pitpat falls. And I think, you know, we do have a huge nano coming out, but Sire from Miami finds 2 picks with just Buffalo and Jupiter, the OGs on point. Dodges the Matrix. But it doesn't matter.
Sorry, I'm a bit crazy there.
Sire did pop off with a 4K. With the help of Alfonso getting the pulse on the Spare. That was a great play from Miami. Not unwinnable though. You know, I have seen UTA hold people first point, but it's gonna be difficult.
Definitely an uphill battle in this position. Whoa, what does that sound?
Looks like the structural integrity of Watchpoint Gibraltar is has seen better days. Has that always been open? I think so.
I think so. Oh, whoa, this is the thing that fell. I thought it was part of this deal.
Oh, yes.
Weird.
Indeed. Okay, well, where did the ramp up left side come from then? Is
This
that
bar that fell.
That's that. Yep. Indeed. Well, we.
Okay, no,
I
don't
hope
attack.
this is a meme.
They're gonna attack. Wait, no. Oh my god, they're gonna do the TP bridge thing.
Stay close, Satya.
Now,
You know
viewers
how you
at
like
home,
to get into trouble.
I think we're about to see Alfonso TP his Roadhog onto this bridge right at the spot you're looking at. Meanwhile, Jupiter is actually on the phone. If we can go look at him over here real quick.
Winston.
Hopefully he's calling some pro players for some advice.
Who you gonna call? Oh god.
And we're about to load in. Will we be seeing this TP play? Can we actually get a POV of the Roadhog? Yes.
Yeah.
The TP comes out. Can we get
Oh,
the
you
TP
can't.
pick?
You can't place it. Oh, you can't.
Oh no. Oh no. Run. With the life viewer pull back. Oh, the combo is disgusting. Luckily for UTA, it didn't work, and that bought us, you know, a good 15 seconds of wasted time, but that could have found a good pick.
Yeah, thankfully it's just juicy.
Yeah. And now we see onto the regularly scheduled comp. See Buckle doing his job as the tracer, matching point, trying not to give them that free distance walking under, but he is taking a lot of damage. I would like to see us take advantage of the aggressive position, which does look like we are seeing from Jupiter. Can we go to his POV? Oh!
Now she be called.
And can we trade the backline? The monkey is out of position for a while. Nade going in, hits the brig, but no follow-up. I would like to see a little bit better coordination. Can we save Jupiter here? Yes, we can. But looks like, I'm not sure where Bubble is right now, but I'd love to see. Oh, he is getting a kill! I take back what I was about to say. Oh, never mind, he died. I untake it back.
Now look at this car progress.
Exactly. In getting that pick on the enemy Freya, we let a ton of car progress happen. Now he's passed under the bridge. Not something I'd like to see when we are desperately trying to hold this first point. Luckily, Buckle is now back. He's able to now contest the point from the enemy tracer. Jupiter doing a good job of holding up top, but Sire finds a pick on a pit pat. Oh! Tracer dip with the Ana dip and the Freya dip. Everybody's getting dipped by their mirror characters. This is a 4v3 scenario. Buckle does fall. Sire is very good on the Freya, as we saw earlier. It looks like that is Sire's most played character, and I think we're seeing it in action. Very comfortable on the character.
Yeah, but now Joseph can get this touch in.
Aggressive jump from Jupiter needed to touch the point, but sadly, I think the nade from Sapphire actually missed Jupiter slightly. Did hit the enemy Winston, but that's not really, at that point, who you want to hit. You want that healing buff from the grenade. Can we get back in time?
Oh no!
Oh no. If I was spare, I think I would have tried to...
Nice dude.
Oh, he's staggered. Hate to see it. Oh, but we do find the good pick. Well, can we keep the follow?
Okay, that was a bit much.
Yeah, trying to... Oh, but the nail coming out onto Jupiter.
That was a good death.
The brig bashes past, but with the jump in, and the primal coming out, and the rally coming out,
Buckle just died into that.
and the Freya all coming out. So much is happening in this fight. Jupiter gets slept. Both Hip-Hop falls. Both supports are dead for Miami though, but Jupiter falls in getting that pick. This is approaching very, very close to the end of the round.
Landing spot.
And Primal comes out from Spare. Pulse comes out from the enemy Tracer. But Buckle finds another great pick onto Sire. Can we find this monkey in the backline? His Primal's no more. Scooter is down.
Yeah, and it looks like everyone's stabilizing. UTA's stabilizing. With 3 minutes.
3 minutes on the clock with only 9 meters away. Yes, the car will back up here, but very scary.
Dude, that's spam, as you mentioned.
Exactly, yep. It's just so important. You know, the biggest thing when you're playing against a Winston on any comp is damaging the Winston before he can jump. And Freya just has such an easy time of doing that. The nano on the enemy Winston comes out. The nade, will it be enough to keep them alive? Sadly, no. Sapphire does fall. Left Spare to solo heal his tank and his Tracer that are both low HP on point. Spare jumps down to try and help. Not going to be enough. Jupiter falls. Spare falls. And it's going to be game 2 for Miami. Hate to see it. And now we're going to be going back to most likely a brawl map. Probably going to be seeing the same Zarya comp. You know, great play from Pip-Out. Let's see what happened. Oh! Great direct again.
And a third.
No, pre-nerf, that would not have needed that third shot. We get 1 kill.
Okay. on W play.
Very interesting play of the game. Yeah, I do believe Sire got a 4K, but nah, let's watch.
It was way too spread out, you know.
Pippak got 1 kill, and that was desperately needed. Well,
Showing Freya dip. That's the whole plan.
it knows who the better Freya is.
Okay.
Well, again, I will leave you with some words for the fans while I go coach on what is hopefully not the last match of the night or the last map of the night.
You know what? Reverse rebound too. Let's get it. Ah. I'm waiting for that door to close. All right. He's unlucky, you know. Ah. Maybe it's just partially that Jupiter is not a long time tank player. Maybe his diving mechanics are a bit off. His bubble timing, stuff like that. Buckles and the rest of the squad has been on their own roles, stuff like that. So it's a bit like bit concerning about what happened, but hopefully things can be talked about with Trace over there. He's outside talking with the team at the moment. Yeah, it's definitely a bit tough. Bunch of like all the spam damage Trace and I talked about. The Freya spam damage, just like chunking Winston, constantly doing that. It just looked like the Freya Sire over there kept getting maybe just better angles or hitting more shots, something like that. Alongside the Ana break combo, they were able to just keep each other up so well. And there's not really any easy target for UTA to dive. Because Jupiter, Winston, he's getting chunked down too early to get good dives onto any of those Miami supports. Miami supports who are, well, supporting each other really well. It's just like really tough to find any openings as well. Anytime Pippak gets some right clicks hit, he has to get a lot of them consecutively in order to get the kill, as we saw in that great play of the game. Because it's like if one right click, okay, sure, you just on a bullet, boom, you're fully healed again. 2, okay, maybe you're a bit worried, but like you have to get 3 in order to like secure the kill. Maybe it's just maybe it's a timing issue as well, like hitting a right click and not you shoot the right click, but then they get healed, and then your Winston Chase are able to jump onto someone, or maybe the reverse, the jumps are too early for the right clicks to finish someone off, or maybe like you're diving in on angles that Pippak doesn't have any line of sight of, and it's something like that. Hopefully, will get talked about, but apparently, Miami is one of the tougher teams in this whole thing. So hopefully, that's just partially why this all happened. Now, hold on, I'm just checking in right now, or checking the bracket, not the bracket, the overall standing stuff. Whoa. Apparently some team already has 3 wins. How? Oh, one's a forfeit. Okay, makes sense. What's this? Okay, so at the moment with War 1 win, we are tied for 5th in the overall standings. Miami did lose their opening map, so no matter what, or like if we lose this, it'll be even. We'll be tied with them 1-1. But also, if we do win, we'll be tied for 2nd place, which I'd say is pretty good too. Let's see, they lost to. Oh, we're going in. So I kind of missed over the bans and stuff. So basically, we're going to Colosseo. The bans coming in are we ban Reaper, they ban Zarya. They're trying to reading our Vendetta attack, Zarya Vendetta stuff. And again, we are on Colosseo. We're banning Reaper to counter their Reaper stuff, that messed with us on the first map. And well, they ban Zarya, kind of to ban our Zarya stuff. It makes me wonder, what are we gonna do? What comp we're gonna choose? We can't do a dive thing. This is a brawl map. We'll see in the 1 to 4, 3, 2, 1. Orisa, both teams going in for Orisa. Now I'm interested if Shaka's gonna stick on the Orisa team here, but let's see. Nothing's for certain as we're still in the spawn rooms. Juno, Kiriko. Hello again. Looks like both teams are trying to get some kind of read on the bans, banning Reaper and Zarya. Now we're doing
Very interesting. Alright, so, you know, the team was discussing if the possibility of the enemy domino was going to happen, but now we can see that it's not. And are we seeing almost a mirror comp? So, we're rolling out on something slightly different. As you can see here, we're on the Juno Kiri. That was my idea. My opinion was, with the Orisa Soj, we're not as much needing to go in, and the Orisa can just be so powerful with heals dumping into her.
So it's more like just like spam a bunch and get some people down. Ooh.
And I also wanted to see more comfort pick. I know that Sapphire has been looking a lot better on the Lucio. Oh, pick from both teams. But I would say one pick is a little bit better. We're forcing the Orisa very well. Sapphire needs to be pretty careful walking in that Soji. I like to see the aggression creep up. But yeah, just more of a comfort pick for Sapphire on the Kiri.
Whoa, she's going in
for the team. Oh, great pick from Sapphire.
Another early one.
Yeah, this is going a lot better for UTA so far.
I'd
love to see, keep on going. I don't know how that hit, but I'll take it. Keep on pushing, We have the heal.
I expect a climb. Oh, there's no climb.
Right, there we go.
Nice. Look at this easy progress. I think we might even cap out there.
This is going great. I think Alfonso from Miami he'll get a touch, as you can see. I think we can see Kiri Tracer going around left side. I'd love to see somebody match it, help Buckle match this. Never mind, the Kiri.
Ooh, a recall from Alfonso. Hopefully there might.
I like the positions here. Very interesting how far Johnny is playing, but I'd like to see him start the rotation around. Now he's kind of useless in this fight. It's gonna happen straight. A pick from on Alfonso and on Spare and on Shocker. A lot of deaths happening.
Bye-bye.
That is 3 down for Miami.
Oh, nice TP.
And it looks like the Lucio is gonna fall. So will Scooter. That is gonna be a team wipe for UTA with only 1 death coming onto Spare. Going very well so far. You know, I hate that the replay viewer does bug and show the wrong colors sometimes. It can make it a little confusing for the fans and me.
And I expect a whole Terror Surge pulse bomb combo incoming.
I would like that,
but that's
kind of hard. I really need to see Jupiter get away from wherever he is and come back to me.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to fall down there.
Yeah. It looks like the team's getting very distracted on this Lucio, or on this Tracer behind.
Nice Fox.
Unfortunate timing of the Fox. It is making them back up, giving Jupiter enough time to come back up to high ground.
Wow, look at it.
But now UTA needs to be very ready to do the exact same thing for their Kitsune.
What the picks?
Two picks coming from Buckle and Sapphire on the enemy team. 3 picks onto Miami.
It's just one more, and it's just all up to the Kirito, who's now dead.
Wow, Spare sadly does fall again, but it might not matter. We have Tip-Pat Sojourn ult coming up. The only ult beat and Sojourn ult coming up for Miami. This might not be a fight that UTA can win if the beat comes out in time, especially UTA being down a character. I think I would like to honestly just see a backup here from Jupiter.
Yeah, he's overstaying.
He is overstaying his welcome. He gets shielded off from Ram. I'm completely okay with this swap onto the Ramatra.
Well, no, you're the opponent.
No, exactly. I'm happy they swapped to Ram.
Oh.
Because, I mean, Ram's not really. He's not really like he's not in a bad state right now. He's not in a good state.
He's just like meh.
He's meh, but he's also playing into Orisa, which is very hard counter. I'd like to see UTA push up fast enough to keep their close one here. The ring comes out.
And they do. Whoa!
Oh, unlucky pick onto Sapphire. That's gonna just be instant death for UTA.
You know, any kind of delay is still a delay. I'll take. But easy out. No.
We definitely saw the. Trying to think of the word. We definitely saw the aftershock of Jupiter staying in a little too long there. It did not give us enough time to fully set up to keep that close spawn. If we died faster or just backed out, I think we would have had a much better time staying in. I'd love to see this Ram forced out. Sapphire with another insanely good hit.
It's Ram!
Oh, Ram can and should die. He's about to be out of form. If we can get a good jab right there.
Nice!
Great job.
Buckle's in the...
And yeah, enemy Kiriko way in the back line. I would like to maybe see a little bit more of a stagger, but here goes a scary person to stagger, especially on Tracer.
Yeah, it's...
We still, you know, Miami is actually still holding their beat from earlier when they, you know, pushed into their own spawn. They did not. I'm surprised. Recall force. I'd love to see Jupiter get some care here. There we go. Nice. Now I'd like to see some rotation. Kitsune coming out.
That's kind of big.
And that is... okay, you know what? I'll take it. Maybe not the best ult from Jupiter, but one Orisa ult for both support ult is not a trade you can be mad at.
Exactly. And we have both of our support ults. It's just everything but Terra Surge, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see that beat come out. You know, Terra Surge, especially when you have speed and Suzu, not something you really ever have to be worried about. So I'm very surprised to see that beat coming out. Now, they have nothing to combat a Kitsune or a Sojo coming in an overclock. Buckle does badly fall, but we have good enough ults to where that shouldn't matter. I'd like to see us immediately be aggressive with that. Here comes the Kitsune and the Sojo. Sapphire does fall. Again, it could still be winnable if we can just find a pick here.
Oh, they're kiting too well.
Now we're kiting too well. Now this is...
That's unlucky.
Unlucky. Need to see a good backup here. I'm praying that Jupiter can live here. Can he go up the stairs? Ooh.
Sliding right out there.
And he is kiting the complete wrong way. Oh, man.
You know, there was an insane lead.
Yeah, very, very good lead. Coming up on 3 minutes, but you know, push can be, it's all about the momentum. It can be very hard to stop the momentum. As we saw, you know, with the first half of this game, UTA pushed it all the way to the very end. Ooh, Boku gets forced out by the Sojourn lead. Random headshot forces Buckle. Sapphire TP's onto Buckle, now is alone on point, not able to help Jupiter.
Oh, the beam.
The beam comes out from Spare. Not going to be enough to save Jupiter.
Wait,
Let's find the pick on the Lucio, though.
That's pretty nice.
This is a 4v4 fight, I believe, right now. Can we fight this? We cannot keep them from getting the close spawn. This Tracer Mirror is close right now. Jupiter has gotten on a point. An aggressive gold usage. Kiriko low in the back if he can find that jab. He cannot. Buckle finds a great pick on the Sojourn.
Okay, we're up one. Up one.
Up one right now. Ram should definitely die from this.
But he's got his ult. He can stall even harder. But
he can. Is it worth it to stall? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Good.
Okay, there.
You know, Jupiter was at 500 health there. I would have loved to see him attempt at least to chase that Tracer. Not too bad, but still good. Hopefully, UTA can get here soon enough to get rid of their close spawn. We can, so that's good. Took away their checkpoint. Ooh, Pit Pat with a rough pick. I liked it. Great job. We are seeing a kite out from UTA here. I'd like to see us kite the proper direction this time. Up the stairs, mister. This could be fine. If he gets the support he needs, but he's putting himself in a very dangerous situation. He's putting himself in an even worse situation, in fact. Tracer Mirror. Jupiter is low health on points. Can we actually... I'd like to see him run it down with his ult here.
Wait, Buckle won the duel.
Buckle did win the duel. Can we see the safely play from Jupiter here? Gets to full health. I'd like to see us go aggressive with Kitsune here. Oh, but it's too late. It doesn't matter. I would have honestly, yeah, I would have liked to see that much earlier. Or not at all.
Yeah, that beats in the Annihilation combo.
But
ran it down
still, that is two big ults for Miami, and you know, one actually we used two ults there too. I'd like to see us go pretty aggressive with the Juno ult while we know that they don't have much. The Sojourn ult is scary in Juno ult, you know. Healing can't stop an insta kill. But I'd like to see us go in with it right now. Right now. There we go. At a very interesting angle. But
that was a nice force off. But
it does cause them to back up.
They can re-engage. But with what? They're giving it.
Yep. Looks like Miami's gonna try to contest aggressively, but it's a kind of a wacky angle to where I think UTA can just keep stealing the bot. I'd love to see it just rotate out with it. Or kill the Ramatra! Or kill the Ramatra!
The support from them is good.
Yep. We need a backup. Yep, up the stairs, not gonna be enough. But only 15 seconds left.
This is one fight.
This is one fight territory. UTA does get team wiped, but that's fine. We have enough to honestly get 2 good fights here. Sylvie with an insane pick! Kiriko dip onto Miami. If Sylvie just needs to play this smartly, not get picked by the Sojourn. Very aggressive angle. I don't need to see her be doing that right now.
Yeah, there's no chance for the Kiri to
They
come back.
only have Lucio heal. We just need to run it down onto the enemy team while they don't have anything. We have 3 ults here.
There we go.
Big ult.
They can't do it.
I'd like to see that charged a little bit more.
Ends now.
Sojourn all coming out from Pit-Pat. Finds a low health Tracer. Sapphire does die. But not without the enemy Sojourn falling. Sadly, the enemy Kiriko is back. Buckle wastes his pulse. Look! We get a pick onto the Ramatra. It's just supports and Tracer now left, I believe. Can Pit-Pat find a pick? No, he's gonna die to Tracer.
The focus is not there.
The focus is in fact not there. Can he find gold in time? He cannot. Kiriko gets her TP force. Can we find the pick on it? That's huge. It is just Tracer Lucio right now. We need to finish up these kills fast. The Lucio's one will die. That is going to be map 3 for UTA.
Okay, that was an insane lead, but things got a bit too hasty there.
Got very, very nerve-wracking there at the end. You know, I would love to see a reverse sweep here, but we are clearly, you know, with these bans gone, we're going to be seeing both teams go back to the Zarya conflict as we saw first map.
Quick, how many kills is this? 2.
This
That's
ends
one?
now.
What, you died?
Who's next?
Oh.
Okay.
No, that didn't count.
That was one.
Actually, yeah, that was only one.
That was one.
But yeah, so we will be seeing a journey back to Zarya from both teams, I'm sure.
Very.
Will we see? You know, we can hope for a back-to-back reverse sweep.
What's up?
And I will be.
We'll be chatting it. All right. There goes Trace. Again, back to the mid-match recaps. Let me change the scene. Oh, I need to update the scoreboard too. Oh, you can see Miami over there? There are 2 actually. And we now 1. You know what? We want to get back to back. That's the big old question now. Let you sit and ponder for that. You know what? Maybe we are. But again, as Trace over there kind of mentioned, we are going to be coming back to our good old Vendetta / Reaper from the enemies, Zarya comp, which did give us a bit of trouble that first time around. So, question flashpoint combined. I think so. But anyways, now it's gonna be back to the hasty territory, the very iffy territory of what the opponents can do. But thankfully, we do have the first map to lean back on for like thinking about what could we have done, what could we do right now to look it up, to look forward onto the next brawl maps, which when they're gonna come back. The very silly Zarya Vendetta / Reaper comps. Again with the Kiri Lucio. I'll say nice picks from Sylvie, from Sapphire the last time around. Very nice picks, very early picks, especially into that last fight, the beginning of that. We saw good old Kiriko diff. Good stuff from Sapphire. And that kind of helped lead to the end of that fight. Thankfully, since the bots were so close to our spawn, it means that we would be able to recontest sooner and stuff like that. If it was in the other opponent's hands, it wouldn't be the same scenario. But of course, we thank that. Thank you, Sapphire. Everyone. Thank you, Sapphire. Sit down and chat. So we're going on to a hybrid map. Or the opponent's pick, since we did win that. The opponents have chosen Blizzard World, which is okay. Maybe it's a bit on the divier side, but you can still play some brawl. But of course, what matters is what heroes we chosen once we get into the game. Okay, that's the big issue now. Since knowing that's Blizzard World, what heroes will get banned now? Let's take a good old look at that. What else is there? So overall, nice showing from Pit-Pat, Sapphire again. In the good old Tracer, the Tracer Orisa, that was looking pretty. The Orisa Sojourn, that's a bit of a combination. I'm actually surprised both teams actually read that pretty well. I guess knowing that it's brawl. I guess Zarya, if you're not able to play Zarya, you can go Orisa. Orisa's probably the second best brawl tank, I'm just gonna guess. I really hope we can go to a poke map. I do want to see if Dominic gets played. She probably won't, but we'll see if we get there. Again, we're going to Blizzard World, which is not a poke map. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, aren't just waiting. Hold on. Add source. What am I looking for? Docs. Twitch stats. Huh. There. Okay. And now the opponents. Not only did they pick Blizzard World, they banned Cassidy. Might be a protection sort of thing, so that. But, or actually, hold on, Cassidy. He does get silly when it's going against a Reaper. I am actually knowing that. I am kind of thinking about, could Cassidy have been played earlier though, over a Vendetta? Maybe not over a Vendetta, but maybe like combined with the Vendetta, something like that. So that when the Reaper goes in, boom, you flash. I'm not the coach. I'm not sure how well that'll be theory crafted, but all that matters is we'll just see. Again, can you hit a dab for me? You'll see it in 3 minutes. Bop. I'll say that. Ugh. I'm gonna take off my earbuds. See if see if I can listen in on what they're gonna ban. Because they're right behind me, behind this green screen. We banned Lucio. Cool. So, it means if anyone wants to go for speed, we're going to be choosing a Juno. Both sides will have to choose Juno. Where's fighting game music? There's no fighting game music in this one. We are Overwatch. We don't have that sort of production. Hello there. So, Blizzard World banned, what's that? Cassidy and Lucio.
Interesting Cassidy ban from the enemy team.
I wonder if they have a read or something, or like maybe they predict something that we don't know.
Yeah.
Welcome to Blizzard World. Initiating.
All right. Yeah. So, a little insight into the thought process of UTA here. So, on the Blizzard World, we're discussing a dive or a brawl. My coach's opinion was to stick with what was working and avoid what wasn't. As we can see with the Gibraltar map, dive didn't exactly go well, so we will be starting on the Orisa here. And didn't want to ban the Zarya, most likely because we weren't expecting a Zarya to be played here that much. So we did ban the Lucio. That way we can save the Zarya ban for map 5. And because while their dive did look good, Lucio would be good here for a possible dive comp, which now they're going to be on Wu Yang. That does scare me a little bit, because this is a very good Wu Yang map with those long sightlines that could mean a lot of good pressure onto Jupiter when he walks up. I have to say I am a huge fan of Wu Yang.
Battle advice about now.
The Galactic.
Oh yeah, I have the Galactic on Wu Yang. Very fun. The D.Va is very interesting. Jupiter was going back and forth on if he wanted to start on the D.Va or not.
Or I guess it's a matter of like experience.
I definitely think he looks better on the Orisa here, and clearly it worked.
The water.
Dodging. Alright. Great job taking this aggression. I'd like to see.
Oh, there's just scaling left, but
Jupiter needs to be very careful. He is
whoa
taking a very aggressive walk up, but D.Va's already half. This is doing a great job.
Wait, but Joe.
Why we need to be walking up a little bit more with Jupiter here.
Yeah, either walk up with him or fall back.
There we go. We're still playing very far back. I'd love to see Sylvie, Sapphire take this angle on the left side with Johnny, with Pitpat.
That's a nice trade.
Great trade, fantastic trade. Can we play slow survive that? They're down their Kiriko, only having Wu Yang heal. But why, again, are we just leaving Jupiter alone to die? Oh! Very unfortunate pick. Very unfortunate pick. I wish I said something, but I didn't see it as an issue last map. I need to see Sapphire, I think, on this off angle with Pitpat.
With Pitpat, yeah, that last fight you Sapphire was with Buckley.
They did get the good trade onto the enemy Kiriko, which obviously didn't matter because we lost the fight. But Johnny got dove, I believe, by the enemy D.Va, and some heals. Suzu could have definitely helped there. Again, very aggressive. Jupiter already down both cooldowns. Meanwhile, his supports are getting very much caught out by the D.Va.
Wait, it's winnable.
Insanely winnable. The D.Va feeds. Jupiter finds a pick onto the Wu Yang. This is insanely winnable. Jupiter with another thing.
You win it, and this is the point. This should be it. Where they TP off to?
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Oh, Sylvie's on the high.
Please.
Sylvie's on the high.
Go help our Sylvie.
Nice.
Go help Sapphire. Oh!
She hit that ding.
Sapphire. My goat. I'd love to. I think I know who I want to post in an interview. If things go well.
You'll get the share back again.
Alright. On to second point now. This can be very difficult, but no, it is going to be pretty difficult. Miami does have slightly better poke than
What? Okay, you know what? Fat finger. Go on, move it. Move on.
we don't need to talk about
Where's
that.
it on?
Where is that? Oh, it's on a tracer. Okay, good thing it doesn't matter. But again, Jupiter is getting left in the dust. Okay, but we find a pick.
Oh, that
A
was
great matrix, but it doesn't matter. Bucko finds 2 picks. Can he find a third onto the Kiriko?
I think both teams are trying to they should try to stabilize. Nice.
Fantastic pick again from
Oh.
Sapphire. Sadly, Bucko does fall for that.
He's still fine. He's a fast hero. You can move back. Come back. And now you back out.
I know it can be very scary as a support player to take these angles, but it seems like we are leaving Jupiter to die sometimes. Somehow on first point it worked and Jupiter managed to find the pick on the Wu Yang while the Diva fed. But very scary seeing it happen multiple times.
Okay.
Big Juno coming in. And a Sojourn. Can we find the pick? Can we Sojourn is one? But can we find the pick on Sire?
Wait, but we did get the Wu Yang. Okay, yeah.
We did get the Wu Yang from a great,
Oh!
huge shot from Pitbat. Fantastic. That is 2 down for Miami. That should be point cap. We do see the Kitsune come out for Miami. The Diva tries to find an aggressive pick, but doesn't matter. Jupiter finds the pick onto the enemy Kiriko.
What?
Very interesting angled bomb from Miami. I would have liked. Never mind. He didn't
Dude,
have
gets a
javelin.
remake.
Can we just, oh, Bucko does get slightly overeager trying to kill that backline.
It might be overheating.
Can we find the pick here? Oh, we cannot be pressing in that far with all of our abilities gone, Jupiter. Luckily, with the... Oh, does he know where the room is? I don't think he does.
Oh, he skated over.
Oh my. Yeah, there's no way he
You gotta
could've lived that.
stabilize. You gotta stabilize.
He's gotta stabilize. Bucko is getting chunked up top from those Wu Yang shots. Jupiter is using his cooldowns, getting forward.
Lucky?
That was lag again. Oh, bingo! Kiriko is one, no TP.
You win.
Diva out of mech, no bomb. Can we find the pick on her? Can we
Should.
find the pick on her?
Please?
There we go. Whew.
What?
That's fine. Good jab. Does stun, but it doesn't matter. Shocker, the Wu Yang dies.
There's
Tracer dies. And that is going to be point 2 for UTA.
With 3 minutes. Over 3 minutes. They're sticking with Wu Yang.
Interesting. Wow. 0-5 from the enemy Kiriko right now. This is it's going pretty well. I'm very happy that we saw the swap onto this Juno Kiriko comp. I wouldn't be surprised if this does go to a map plot.
Zarya's
See a
back.
ban come from it. Here now, I would love to see.
Shield.
Bless up, Jupiter. Bless.
He chose the right perk.
He chose the right perk for the Zarya. Oh, thank you.
Get a read. Oh.
I was so nervous that it wouldn't have even been his fault. I was nervous that he had already picked his third perk. Sadly, a good pulse from Alfonso on a pit pack. Might not matter if we can just kind of strategically get this. We were still getting a little bit of car progress there.
Yeah. Still definitely reset time. Oh, little pointy play. Oh.
Ooh, crazy shot from Shocker. Very aggressive angle from UTA, almost all taking this left side spot.
Go!
Great pick from Sapphire. The orbital strike comes out. I'd like to see us play the shield. Are we gonna look at the Sojourn behind us ulting?
No need.
Ooh.
Oh my.
The Kiriko dies. Great fight win again for
Kiriko.
UTA.
Here we go, pick off.
Sapphire, where has she been? This is insane.
She hasn't been on oh, it's a Kiriko. Oh my god.
Get her out of Lucio Gale. She belongs on Kiriko again. I would like to see that a little bit further up, but it's doing a great job of buying us time. But I think we could have waited a little bit as we see pretty easy backup for Miami, who is now coming in with a few ults.
But we have Surge, they're Fox.
Yet UTA does have 3 ults coming out. Big Terror Surge. If we can wait a bubble, Pip-Hat does fall, and that is going to be death for Jupiter.
This is a reset. You're out of here.
And like I said, if if we could have matched or just held that Kitsune a little bit later, we still have plenty of time to get some progress there.
I didn't even realize this. We used rails.
Ooh, UTA did use rail. That means only pulse bomb coming up for UTA with 1 minute and 8 seconds left on the clock. Meanwhile, Miami coming in.
Oh.
Airball.
What? He predicted it.
Oh.
But that's fine.
That's fine. That's a way better pick. We do see grab come out. And
He
the body
body
will not
blocked
be enough.
He body blocked the Suzu.
Oh, that's a great play by Pooter Scooter there. 45 seconds left. We're only going to be seeing, actually, probably 3 ults coming up for Miami. Meanwhile, maybe Orbital from Spare coming in. But it's going to be hard. I think Jupiter's going to have to farm some damage for his support here. Sapphire is kind of zoned off from the Sojourn key. Hopefully needs to not get overly aggressive here. I'd like to see a bubble can be used to save a teammate here. Doesn't matter, don't get stuck by it. Oh, the Spare does not. We get the trade onto Shocker. Can we care Jupiter taking an aggressive angle kills the Sojourn? Can we find the kill on the Zarya? I'd like to see Buckle. Oh no, full health Zarya on point. Sadly does find the pick onto Jupiter. Pulse bomb comes out from Alfonso. And we're getting the touches. But I think they might be too little too late as Pooter Scooter is taking a very aggressive walk up. And that is going to be the attack for UTA. Obviously not exactly what we had in mind going into point 3, the Zarya swap.
But you're not like absolutely hating yourself. You did get really good progress.
You got very good progress. And you know, Blizzard World's a tough map, especially if UTA can not feed and hold first and second point with some good time. I think this is completely reasonable within the realm of possibility to end this 2-2.
The Tracer duel is sort of looking a bit tougher though, because since the Miami has a Wuyang, just throw like the passive or healing.
You know, that passive heal isn't much, but in a 1v1 it can make all the difference.
It makes it changes from a 1v1 to a 1.5 or something.
Yeah, it's a 1.5. And curious to see, Jupiter will be starting on the Orisa. A little bit scary considering that we probably should expect the enemy Zarya to be coming out since the D.Va wasn't working. This is gonna require 2 things. Jupiter has to play very, very safe, use his cooldowns very accordingly, and I'm gonna need to see a lot of focus from our supports onto Jupiter. He's going to be the target from especially the Zarya, but for most of the enemy team. And I think we just need to let him be the damage sponge.
The Jupiter in question.
Oh, he hitting that.
3, 2, 1.
The doors have opened. Let's see.
Defend objective.
All right, same comps from both teams.
For the most part.
You know, I'm actually, as a tank player, I'm not a fan of normally starting up there. I am almost always just a start bottom right kind of guy.
Around this area?
Yep. Where Pip Hat is.
Ooh, Hydron's already drawn.
And I do not know about this push from Jupiter here. I do like the angles that we're playing here. Hopefully we can find a pick onto the Wuyang. But recall's forced out. Is that going to be a death for Buckle? No, it is not. Oh my god, everybody is so low. We need to be backing up. We need to be healing everybody. That's what I'm talking about. We need to see a little bit safer playing.
They're doing a wrap.
A big wrap, a huge shot from the enemy Wuyang on a Pip Hat. Luckily, with a Suzu from Sapphire, it doesn't matter. But Sapphire is going to get forced and doesn't get help. But we found the trade onto the tank. Worth, especially if we can. Oh,
nice. You found that.
He almost stopped shooting too early.
Yeah, we're cleaning it up. This is ours. Okay.
Wow. Oh, can we get? Cannot get out of the fight with saving Spare.
It should still be.
It doesn't matter. The enemy Tracer.
You don't overchase. Don't overheat.
Don't overchase.
He's starting back up there again.
Very, very scary. Seemed like Buckle was doing a great job, but once he got forced out, it just let the enemy Tracer Wuyang take that aggressive angle on the side, which was.
Oh, look! They have a free pathway up there.
They do. Jupiter is now getting healed, but with gold, his best defense against the beam. This is looking very rough for Jupiter. Good pick from Buckle, the pulse, but it's insanely damaging on point. Keep Jupiter up.
Looks like yes.
With the great spear. Sojourn's one. Can we follow that up, please? Oh, but 2 picks, and nobody's gonna look at the Sojourn. Where are the comms? Where's the follow-up? With the jab off the map from Jupiter.
It's a little bit rough. It's just. Wait, nice fortify. Ult fortify.
Nice. Yeah, oh wait! Pin power with a great pick onto Kiriko. Sadly, it doesn't look like Spare will fall, but not before the beam comes out. Able to keep up all 3 of them. The Zarya dies. Wu Yang all comes out onto who? I think onto the Zarya, aka Wasted. Boko sadly does fall, but it doesn't matter. That's gonna be another fight win for UTA. I'm losing my mind.
I have goosebumps right now.
Oh. Now this is the biggest issue here with us not playing the Lucio and them on the Zarya is Graviton Surge from Zarya.
Spin that thing out.
The best chance we have is to play very split. Hopefully let Jupiter be the only person in it. We have 2 things we could use the spin and try to eat the grab. We could save gold to try and just walk out of it. But the biggest thing is we have to let Jupiter be the only one in that target. The Kiriko all comes out, and I need to see a kite out. But oh, good headshot. I'd like to see the Kiriko all come out. Nice. Oh, Pip at ult. But it doesn't matter. He's going to fall along with Sapphire. Can we find the pick on the Wu Yang? We can, but it's not going to matter. But way better than Miami did. Now, I'd like to see a kite out. Hopefully not a death from Jupiter. It will be a death.
Well,
keep backing.
Nice read.
Keep backing.
Oh, keep backing.
Keep backing.
Oh no! Wait, no! Support spell.
Bad.
Bad, Jupiter.
I need to leash this man.
Bad horsey.
All right, here we go. All 5 of UTA players are back. That means Jupiter is good to take an angle. Now, I'd love to see if Buckle can force a Suzu out with this pulse. I would love to see a very aggressive Barrett surge. How is he up there? I guess he took the right click first.
You can check.
Yep, he did. Now, I'd like to honestly see maybe. There we go. Okay. Didn't like how much free progress they were getting on point. Now with a big hit. Oh! But on a pin pad, and it doesn't matter. Pin pad does die, but not before finding a pick while in grab.
Hold on.
Boko does die, but can we find the pick onto the enemy Zarya? I don't think we will. And it was not in time to save Jupiter.
I don't even think you should have done that. It was 3-5.
Luckily, I do think Sapphire and Spare are able to get out. That's a lot of ults. We're gonna be seeing the monkey swap from Jupiter. I don't hate it. Pretty good into the Zarya. What is that? Now we just need to strategically follow these up. Buckle and Jupiter need to be on the same page with these dives. I'd love to see. Where'd he go? Oh, where's that Wu Yang? Oh, the Kiriko is 1. Buckle finds a great pick onto Overthinking. Wu Yang is forced out. Zarya is playing an aggressive game on point. So is Sapphire, honestly. You know, I'd like to see us take the advantage we have here with Miami being down the Kiriko.
Nice.
Zarya is 1 health, and we find the pick. A pulse comes out from Alfonso. Very curious.
Oh,
Tipak cleans up the fight with 2 kills.
And did you catch that? Joseph jumped behind the Zarya to block off the heals.
Great job. You know, that is one of the biggest things you can do. Onto the Diva. Actually, I can't hate. We counter swapped first. But actually, no. They did. They went Zarya. They went Zarya first.
Why'd they give that up? He jumped up to the
No, I'm fine. That's such a bad place to play. I'd much rather him play this shallow spot, not take that poke damage, so that he can take the jump that I know he's fiending for right now. Meanwhile, I say that he is still taking a ton of poke. I'd like to see us just hide from this very aggressive Sojo. And I don't think that's what's going. Oh! Great pick from Jupiter onto the ulting Sojourn. Now we see our own ulting Sojourn come out. Oh, he finds a great pick onto the Wu Yang. That is 2 kills.
And now you need to try to chase these.
You don't want to chase these. If we can get staggers here, that could be the map.
Nice.
Overthinking.
Here we go. And she's Fox.
And she has Kitsune. She has her ult, and she's gonna be coming late. She does have TP. Will her team be there to taxi? Yes, we do see the Wu Yang.
10 seconds remaining.
Now I think UTA needs to find. Can we find an aggressive pick onto that Sojourn before they can ult with Kiriko?
Jumping into that. Oh god.
I need Jupiter to not feed here. He is very low. Can we see a good pulse bomb? Kitsune comes out from UTA. I won't be surprised if we see a match.
Everything's so much
Very low.
Nice.
Fire punch. Oh no! They find the cap with everybody alive on UTA still. That's, you hate to see it.
A minute and a quarter.
Minute and a quarter. That's not a long time. That is not a long time. I'd like to see UTA take a very, very close-up fight here, and try to make this 2 fights.
We have a beam and almost a primal.
I would love to see a very, very aggressive beam here, honestly. If we can get Spare to this corner, there we go. I would have liked to see that a little bit further up, because again, we're going to be seeing another easy way to kite out. That is buying us some time, but Miami's coming up with 3 ults. Not Tip out with a great ult onto Alfonso. Not ult, just a kill. That is going to be another kite out for Miami. But again, they're coming up with 3 ults. Meanwhile, UTA has 1, and it's Primal, probably the worst ult of the team. We're jumping in. We have Primal. Can we find the pick? Bleeding ult comes out.
Oh my god.
The Primal comes out.
But he's getting lost.
Pippat does die to Primal. Can we see Jupiter survive this fight?
Looks like.
I'd love to see a complete backup. Spare sadly does fall. I think that's 2 dead for UTA.
It's 1.
I'd love to see a cheeky swap here, but I don't think it matters. No, we will not see it. I would love to see a Zarya swap there. Oh, I am so nervous for UTA here. We need to keep Pippat up here. We're 20% away to Sojourn ult.
Can't do a C9 right here.
We cannot. Diva's getting forced out. She does have bomb. Sojourn ult coming up from Sire, but we have to stay on point. And it's so hard to stay on point here. We do have a shield, but it's not gonna matter. Jupiter dies. We're so close to. Oh, and that is map. Very tough loss. Oh, if we touched on point 2, things could have gone very, very differently. Great showing from UTA, but sadly just wasn't enough. Let's check out the play of the game here from Sire, the enemy Sojourn for Miami. Great pick on the Sapphire and the initial damage on the Spare. You know, tough way to end the map, but again, you know, I said it at the beginning of the game, UTA has that fighting spirit. You know, 2 weeks ago, going down 2 maps and coming up and winning the whole thing, and you know, here we saw the same thing, 2 even worse losses than the 2 from last match.
And they almost brought it back.
And UTA just keeps up that fighting spirit, plays very, very aggressively, almost coming in to winning 2 maps on them. Sadly, was not able to clean it up, but great showing from UTA. And yeah, do you have any comments?
Not particularly. Yeah, it was just a small little C9 that could have changed everything. Could have brought it all back.
Could have changed everything. Yep.
Forced what was the escort, I guess, or whatever map.
Yeah, it would have been hybrid last, right?
That was
for map 5. Oh, that was hybrid. It would have been escort. Yep.
Yeah.
No, because they played Gibraltar.
Oh well. Flashpoints lasted.
Yeah, they did not play Flashpoint.
Okay. Well, you still want to get to Sapphire in here for a little interview?
We can see. We can see if she wants to do one. I know sometimes the morale isn't the best after a loss.
And then you'll get the seat back. I think I heard a sure. I'm gonna move out of the seat.
Oh gosh.
You. What? No, you got questions. I'm behind. No, what? Okay, you had any questions.
I don't think I did.
Oh.
I'm sure you had wonderful questions.
Well, Sapphire, thanks for coming on. Great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So we didn't see you 2 weeks ago on match 1. I know you had classes, unfortunate. So coming in, this is your first match of the semester. What were your thoughts coming in?
I mean, like, play like it's scrim, do my best generally, have good comms, support my team.
Yep. And I know that after the those 2 initial losses, we saw the swap. You know, you were on the Lucio, which you've been practicing, trying to fill in for Jupiter's role after he swaps.
Sadly missed.
Yeah, sadly missed. And then swapped onto the Kiriko. How was that feeling? What was the difference in your playstyle? How did you feel on that?
So I've played Kiriko a lot last year and the year
Sure.
before.
Mhm.
Played Flex Sport before Joseph got out of here, so it was fairly familiar.
Yeah.
Not used to playing with another Flex Sport player,
Yeah,
but
true.
you know, made it work.
Making
Tried
great plays
to
there.
Yeah, thank you. Just generally tried to support my Tracer, buckle wherever you can. He's wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just off angle, do what I can to help my team
And those off angles were good. There were so many fights, especially I can remember Coliseo. Seemed like every other fight you just had a pick before the fight even began. It was especially onto the enemy Kiriko.
Yeah.
Seems like there was a small diff happening.
Perhaps.
Was it small?
Small, maybe a bit bigger than small.
Mhm.
Let's walk us through what happened on map 4. You know, it seems like y'all did pretty good on attack. You know, didn't cap it all the way, but you know they had the swap to the Zarya in third point. But what happened on the defense? You know, you held first point pretty well. What happened?
Yeah, not very much I would change about our attack, except for like the last point rather.
Yeah.
On our defense,
Mm-hmm.
there was a little bit of a miscommunication happening, and the people who were supposed to be standing on points. We played it generally well, speaking,
definitely.
but you know, we just could have won the map.
Yeah.
But
It's always a hard thing. Everybody is, when it gets, into overtime, everybody just wants to find that kill that'll win the game. And, when everybody's trying to find that hunting kill, then sometimes it can lead to catastrophe, which sadly we did see. But I know y'all have another match happening Thursday. What is the team spirit going in from this loss onto Thursday's match?
I mean, like, we were just generally trying to keep morale high going into this week. I don't know if we're gonna scrim again before or not.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't expect us to be changing very much. I think you'll see us on the Zarya Vendetta.
Yeah.
Once more. I mean, like, it's just a matter of trying to improve from
Definitely.
what went wrong and just keep morale high.
Yeah.
Keep pressing forward.
For sure. Do you have any questions?
Nothing from me. Do you have anything you'd like to tell anyone watching?
Thanks to everybody who's gotten me to this point. Love you all. My team's great. Thank you, everybody, especially my support today, Spare. He's awesome.
Definitely. And Spare, being a newcomer, it's great to see how quickly he's kind of acclimated to the team as just a person, but also as a teammate, doing very good. Keeping up with the communications and the play style of UTA. So it's been very good to see, and I'm excited to see where y'all go from here. With 2 very exciting games to kick off the season. I'm extremely excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Of course. Well, yep. Thank you for coming on, and thank you everybody at home for watching.
Thank you for watching.
I believe we will be back Thursday Thursday around the same time with another match.
We'll get them done.
Wait, are we streaming it?
Yeah, probably.
I won't be.
Well, thank you.
Mavs out.